Stir the pearl. We gonna go in. We gonna go in. We gonna flow in to the go in. If you see this video right now, share this live. Put it on all your social medias. Share it up. Share it up. Hit that share button. Let's get it cracking. Share it up. I told you when I started this podcast, I was gonna have some interesting people here sitting with me. All right. But today, I probably got the most interesting. This guy's into a lot of things. He does a lot of things. He's seen a lot of part of the world. I've been knowing this guy since forever. Well, that's another story, but not this story, all right? Yeah. We'll leave that one alone. But yeah, my man, we got Chase Coleman here.
AKA
Ace Boogie. Ace Boogie's in the building here to go in with your boy DJ Sterl the Pearl.
Yeah,
Ace,
man.
what's going on, baby?
Man.
Huh? Saturday, baby.
Man, just ready to get the go in with the go in,
Well,
man.
Well, you're here now, baby.
I'm here now. You
Don't be scared of it if you love it, baby.
Absolutely not.
Huh?
Never been scared, man.
Tell my people just a little bit about you before we start getting into these intricate questions. Tell them a little bit about what about Chase and Ace. You know, the double, you know what I'm saying, all that going on.
So, you know, very similar to, I guess, how Clark Kent is to Superman, right?
Okay.
I would start off with saying my normal persona would be my individual is Chase Coleman, but sometimes I got to flip that switch and go in the booth every now.
It's a worldwide appeal.
Absolutely.
Right here, my boy Ace Boogie Chase Coleman.
Yeah.
So, yo, let's talk about this Tenergy thing. First, before we get into I got a lot of questions for you today, brother.
Okay. Let's go.
So, you know,
I'm ready.
get it moist. I got a lot to talk to you about, baby. I mean, let me get a little swig. Okay,
get you one of them. Let's have
I'm
one of
gonna
them.
get some of that
Yeah.
Tenergy. You know, I'm a Tenergy man. Appreciate you giving me the love. And those that don't know, now you know. Stir the Pearl is on Tenergy because of this man right here. Man. I met the team through this man. This man believed in me.
My man.
And I've got a product that I believe in since he's put me on it. So here we are, ready to go far to the stars. Tenergy's in the place to be. Absolutely. Talk to me about that, baby.
Man, pretty cool concept. I've dealt with some energy drinks in the past.
Okay.
Helped a network marketing company build a pretty good base with an energy drink. It's pretty cool. And then I got into venturing to create some of my own energy drinks for some other companies, just for promo items, and for some other companies that I just wanted to help out and help them get some promo items for. And then I housed them at A&B Distributors, which is Blake's company.
Okay.
And then Blake come to me one day and he said, "Man, I like those energy drinks that you housed at my warehouse." And he's like, "Man, I want to do one, but I just don't know what we should do." And I said, "I got an idea."
Uh-oh.
And I said, I don't think we need to tackle the global market. You know, let's be very honest, man. It's, you're talking mega bucks in order to compete with a
in marketing
Red Bull,
alone.
In marketing alone.
Marketing
to compete
alone.
with a Red Bull, a Monster, a Celsius, a Lonnie, things like that right there. But I said, I got a niche product that I think we could do some damage with all our connections and with our area that we're in. And he said, "Well, what are you thinking?" I said, "Well, what do you think about a little thing called Tenergy?"
Me like
And then I said, TENNERGY. Tenergy.
Tenergy. That's how we got there. That's how we got here, baby.
That's how we got there,
Oh,
man.
that's the sugar-free.
That's the sugar-free. Show them with the original, man.
This is the original sugar booger.
Sugar booger. And the no boogers, no sugar in the boogers.
No sugar in the boogers. Sugar-free is me, your boy STP,
yes,
and
right.
ACE.
Ooh, wee.
Yeah.
Mighty.
You know what, man? I'm a bit fumbling the ball, man.
Yeah, hey, man, pick it back up.
Just a second, me bend down.
Oh, Houdini.
There it is. I gotta have the phone because that's what I got on my questions that I want to ask.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so we I told him, I said, "Man, we could do this thing called Tenergy."
Okay.
And the goal is to just dominate the state of Tennessee. I said, if we can put a dent in the energy drink market in Tennessee, we would do pretty well. And and I said on top of that, there's some other things that some of the other partners had kind of also crafted up in the ideas, and it evolved into not just being Tennessee's energy drink, but being able to fuel our community, service our community, and service student athletes. And that's how we got some of the athletes involved, because we noticed that there's all these NIL deals running around, right?
A lot of them.
A lot of these people write them checks, they hand them a check, and then they say, give me your name, image, and likeness, and I'm going to use it and abuse it in every aspect that I could possibly get out of you. And just suck them dry by doing those things.
Well, I hope they don't abuse it. That's one thing. I hope that's not happening to the student athletes.
But you know what I mean, though, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, when they write the check to you, they get access to do basically whatever they want.
It is a relationship. It's
a relationship, but you really can't say too much about it in all reality. So once they stroke that check and that ink is on the paper, baby, they can do whatever they really want to. And I know there's a relationship.
Well, of course, you got some contract, some language in there that pressure prohibits some things.
You understand what I'm getting at, though, as far as by saying that.
I'm just saying some listeners, that we have, some of my viewers might.
Yeah, no, I don't want to make it sound like all NIL deals are a bad deal. I'm saying it has the ability to do something like that if it's not handled properly. In a contract form. How's that sound? So to keep that from happening, we decided to take a hold of some of these student athletes and actually make them shareholders and equity partners in the company, to where we could not only help them with just navigating through their college career, but also teaching them business acumen. Our investor group is a network of a bunch of different guys that do a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
And so we want to help them grow, learn business. That's why we invite them to the meetings. That's why we take them on, when we're going and putting them in different places and on business meetings and Zoom calls with these companies. Like, we try to involve them as much as possible so they can have something for down the road, man, because as good as they are, what happens if somebody gets hurt, man, and they're not able to make it to the league, even though I feel completely confident in the players that we have. They're studs.
Oh, big time.
Hunter Inslee, biggest stud of all time.
And that slide to home plate is legendary in the game of baseball.
He did him like,
I put that on the level, and I'm speaking from a guy who loves sports, okay? I'm not a baseball guy. I love sports. But when the Bambino had the bat at the plate and did this back in black and white TV days.
Come on.
That's on the same level as doing
He did the like Matrix.
He turned into Neo, baby. I'm just saying, boy.
Yeah,
hunting for the home plate.
Super stud, man,
Yes,
and a great guy on top of that, man.
And that's what I love about a lot of the guys that are at University of Tennessee right now.
Absolutely,
phenomenal athletes, but they're better people.
Yeah, they're better people, man. And then we have Zakai Ziegler, Brew McCoy.
Come on,
and.
Those stories are incredible.
The princess of Tenergy, who just threw the world's record softball pitch in all of college history, Carlin Pickens.
Whoa!
78.2 miles an hour. They said that's equivalent to a 110 mile an hour fastball in the MLB.
110?
That's what the equivalent of that is. Is what I was told, anyways.
Well, and look here, I like it. I'm not debating it.
I think the record for the fastest pitch is 105 miles an hour. So that would be like nothing that anybody's ever even seen. It's insane, bro. And these are all great people.
Her pitch will get a ticket if
come on,
officer of the law was timing her arm, man. I mean that's fast, brother.
That's fast,
man. Big time.
It's the fastest in college history, is what it is.
Is it just college history, or is
it
history?
Well, I mean, I don't think there's a European league, I think, for softball, but I don't think there's like a professional women's, which they need to have that, man.
I think it's coming.
I think it's coming too.
I think it's coming. What I'm liking about athletics and sports nowadays, people are really getting into it, man. And
they are.
It's the one thing. Music and athletics is what brings people together.
Right.
All these sports that are coming up.
Yeah.
And I think it's time, with all the groundwork they've laid, that a women's professional softball league happens, to where the young ladies can make a living doing a sport that they love.
I love it.
I mean, because
I think so too.
Yeah, these young ladies are. There's been a lot of trailblazers in that lane for women's softball, and now the greatness that is happening with the athletes participating in women's softball right now.
Yep.
I'm excited. I love watching the game. I never watched a softball game in my life. and I'm watching softball now.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Coach Weekly, University of Tennessee's head coach. She's got me involved over the past 5-6 years. And,
got you locked in.
oh man, look here, this the fastest pitching.
College women's softball history,
Come
bro.
on, man.
Legendary.
Come on, man. Stop playing with it.
That's all we do is legendary stuff.
Like I said, my car doesn't go that fast. I'm just keeping it real.
I try not to let mine go that fast.
Well, hey, but if you're on the highways, maybe they'll let you slide to 75. They won't let you slide to 110.
No, they won't. No, they
They won't
won't.
let you slide to the fastball equivalent.
Give a shout out to our peoples here, man.
Yo, man, people tuning in.
White
Look at
folks
this.
in the building.
Yeah.
Justin Wilson in the building.
Travis Cummins, I see you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey,
Look
Rooski
at
Roo-Roo.
Judge. I'm Rooski Roo-Roo. Long story.
I was about to say, I'm not familiar with that
Hey,
one.
man, that was before when I met you. I was one of my first on-air calls was the Rooski Roo-Roo.
The Rooski Roo-Roo.
Yeah, that takes you back to the 1900s.
Chill out, man.
I'm not chill. I'm gonna keep it going. You want to go in, baby?
Oh,
we
yeah.
go in.
Well, let's go in.
Everybody share this here podcast on your social medias, wherever you're seeing it. Share it right now. Let the world know you're tuned in to the Go In. You better, put your seatbelt on. We got a lot to go in. We got a lot to cover, baby. Share this thing right now.
And share it too.
And come on, and matter of fact, I'm gonna do the same. Let me get a share moment, because we want to show the love and share the love of the Go In, the Go In, the Go In. We're gonna go in, and I'm gonna turn mine down because what's crazy is you can hear it when you share it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can hear it when you share it. Don't play with it.
I shared
Let's
it
keep
to my
it going.
people.
Yeah, share it to all your people. Keep
Shared
it
it to
going.
my people.
And I appreciate you taking your time to spend a little time with me here to go in with my friend Chase Coleman, Ace Boogie.
That's right. You know what to call me, man.
Come on, man. Look, I think I gave you that nickname.
Yeah, you know what?
I think I gave it to you, dog.
No.
I'm close.
You close, but I gotta. You know who gave me the name?
Who gave it to you?
Travis Cummins.
Man, I gave it to you before Travis.
No,
man, I
you
was
didn't,
Ace
man.
Boogie from the Malibu. Trav wasn't around at the Malibu, dog.
No, yes he was.
Trav wasn't at the Boo Ski. Trav, you wasn't at the Boo. I mean, come on, man.
It was right around the same time for sure, but
Okay.
I cannot not look. He said nah.
Nah, what?
'Cause
Nah.
I had a name before that too. I was Ace Cool. That was
Ace
just a cool cat.
He
man.
might have gave you Ace Cool.
No, he changed. He's the one who changed to. He said, "Man, you know what? Your story's pretty cool. Have you ever seen Paid in Full, man?
Come on now.
Your story's like Ace Boogie. That's your new name.
All right, well then that's.
I swear, I cannot discredit my man Travis. Look,
Love is love. Love
what I'm
is.
saying?
Hey, look here.
but you was a close second, my bro. You
I
know what I'm
was a close
saying?
second, and it was crazy. Those characters that Cam and Wood and Mackay played.
Yeah.
I know those guys.
The real
ones. I mean, because I grew up during that time when they had that time.
Hours.
But that's another story.
Yeah, I
That's
need that another
story
time.
for another day because
Absolutely.
that was something going on.
I didn't know that. I actually now
Really?
you got me so peeked in that we're gonna have to have a discussion on this because I
man.
like to hear that story.
They're getting ready. Well, rest in peace.
Which is actually
Alpo.
Alpo, AZ,
AZ, and
Rich Porter. Yeah.
Okay, and they changed the name a little bit during the movie.
Yep.
But what's even so amazing is, and I know the Fly Rain, Tressa's sister wouldn't mind me saying this, but I have a ex-girlfriend who we ended up being. We was in high school, and we just went on and been great friends afterwards.
Yeah.
And Alpo was trying to holler at her one time.
Yeah.
And that picture that they took is now famous. It's
Really?
it was in the Feds magazine when they did a story on Alpo.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be in the movie they're gonna do on Alpo, the documentary. And
Are they about to? Oh, really?
they're about to do a documentary on Alpo. Yeah, it's about to be a lot of the Harlem Work Town
He
guys.
actually just got killed
Yeah,
like a couple years ago,
I
right?
said rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah,
Rest in
yeah.
peace. Don't want to talk about that because
I feel you.
That's but
Yeah.
it's a lot that went on during those days,
Mm-hmm.
and I was right there. I was right there.
cool,
I was right there.
That's
and,
so dope, dude. Oh my
the
God.
story gets.
I can only imagine, bro.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I'll update you on all
Absolutely.
that because but that's they say. If you haven't seen the movie Paid in Full, it's a great movie. Check it out. There you go. Knoxville's Ace Boogie. Knoxville, Tennessee's Ace Boogie.
Yeah.
Long
And
story.
we'll leave that story for another
time.
For another time too.
Well, I got some questions for you.
Okay.
We got a lot of questions. So once again, strap your seatbelts on.
Let's get it.
If you're in a car, listen. If you're watching, sit down, get your snack. Because I told you, interesting people on the go in. When we go in, we've got one here today. First question we're going to ask about is your business and entrepreneurial spirit that you have, okay?
All right.
First question I have for you. What inspired you to start your first business, and how did that lead to everything you're doing today and building today?
That's a great question. I'm going to say that probably I recognized that I wanted to be an entrepreneur because I did not want someone to be able to tell me what I was going to do and trade that for a check. I wanted to be able to write my own check. And it started really with doing the music. Wow. Because I said, man, I could go work this job that pays me $8 an hour or whatever, right? I said, or I could record a few of these.
Which was a lot of money back then.
It was a lot, $7.25, $8, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Back in the early 2000s.
I remember I worked for $4 an hour. So yes, sir. Out there, hey.
So then I start thinking, I'm like, man, I really like doing this music and stuff. And I said, every one of these CDs I press up, I'm gonna get $10 for. I said, so all I gotta do is do 8 of them in a day, and there's the same amount of money that I would go and clock in at a job doing something that I didn't want to do to get the same amount. And so that's really what sparked it all. And then I think my ambition and my hustle and that stuff just grew from there, and it just started to really grow onto that, and I just started to try and do any and everything because I was just so infatuated with the fact of...
Well, you can't be scared trying.
No, you can't.
Can't be scared trying, because one thing about trying, you're lying if you're not trying.
You're lying if you're not trying.
I'm just saying.
I know it.
Here's another question I got for you, Ace.
Okay.
What's the mission behind Enhance, this Enhance thing? And, how does it all differ, in brands, and how does it connect and things of that nature?
So let's talk about the brand Enhance as a whole.
Okay. Go.
The brand Enhance as a whole is going to be a multi-armed type of umbrella type of company. I want to be able to do lots of different things with that. But in order to make that in a nutshell, my main focus for Enhance is, the tagline for that is enhance the world. Okay? Enhance the world. Okay. And I want to do that via mind, body, and soul. Okay? So once we incorporate mind, body, and soul, mind is going to consist of teaching people through my book that we'll talk about later that I got coming out, and different types of discipline and consistency, trainings, understanding how to reprogram and rewire your brain to make it do what you want it to do. Which allows you to be a higher producing individual. And then we'll take that into the body portion. Obviously, Enhance has a supplement and skincare company. And along with that, we have fitness plans and skincare routines. So you look good, you feel good, then you learn how to be good, and everything around starts to become more of a go-getter type of mentality, right?
Is that brand more like a lifestyle coaching thing, or is it just
the mind portion of it will be. I do definitely want to get into that arena. I enjoy speaking like on podcasts here. Absolutely. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy speaking in front of crowds, and just like I used to rock the mic doing some music. I like to get up on stage, and I like to talk to people and inspire people and motivate people too. Motivation doesn't last, okay? But
when you speak from the heart, it's amazing when you speak from the heart how it attaches to people.
It attaches to people.
Feel that realness.
Absolutely.
That's what I think makes a hit record. When you have a song from your heart and it's real, that's what gives it an opportunity to be a hit.
If you speak from the heart and you speak with passion, and then you tie that into actual real discipline and consistency,
yes,
that's something that you can build off of, and you can really make some things explode from that.
Absolutely.
So mind, body is going to be supplements, skincare, fitness routines, skincare routines that just have you looking your best. You're already thinking your best and understanding how to be your best. And then the last portion of the soul would be enhanced faith. And that's teaching people and helping them understand how God works in your favor, man.
Brother.
You know what I'm saying?
The fact you said all that, before I go to my next question, you got to tell them where they can get involved with this Enhanced deal.
Yeah, so it's enhance.com, XNHANCE. I wrote it for you with so you could pronounce it correctly, because a lot of people get that X confused. But the X just means a very simple thing, is that we have put an X in place to multiply and amplify a mission of being able to help people in multiple aspects throughout life: mind, body, soul.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. You're exactly right, man.
One-stop shop.
I want to show, if you can tie those three things together, God says that a three-stranded cord is nearly unbreakable.
Absolutely.
And if you can tie those three things together, man, you can apply those principles to basically doing anything that you want to attack in life, whether it's your career, whether it's a new business venture, whether it's getting yourself in the right shape, whether it's eating better, whether it's learning how to do anything that you want to do. If you can take those principles and apply that to anything that you want to do, you can go far with it.
Awesome. Enhance. Get involved.
XNHANCE.com.
Say it again.
XNHANCE.com.
Get into it if you want to do it. Don't be scared of it if you love it.
That's right.
Now look, Ace Book, this is what I need you to do, brother. I need you to get your phone right now.
Okay.
Go to the share and copy the link and put it inside the Tenergy group, because we're going to talk about Tenergy a little bit more on this next question.
Let's do it.
Let's do the deal. Tenergy, you see these energy drinks up here. We have the sugar and the sugar-free. Awesome energy drinks. Started here in Knoxville, Tennessee. You see me with it in my hand a lot of times at different events, especially when I get ready to cheer on that big orange and white situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, it tastes good, it feels good, and, I'm not a big energy drink guy, but I got into Tenergy. I love the product, and I am doing it now.
Shout out to Wifey for dropping the enhanced link in the chat.
Awesome. Hey, Wifey. Shantae.
Hey.
Let's go to this next question.
Let's go. Let's talk about
Tenergy.
it. Yep.
Tenergy is making moves in Tennessee.
Yes, it is.
Without question.
Without question.
With the athletes, and I've been blessed to be a part of the fold. Thank you for that again. What's your vision for it, and how do you plan to dominate the market with this product?
I think it's an aspect of being more of a niche product than trying to be a global product. Now, if it continues to boom and go from there, fantastic. But we want to make sure that we capture the culture, the community, and the athletes that are right here in our area. Mm-hmm. Tennessee people buy Tennessee things, man.
No doubt.
And especially when it's got a beautiful colorway that everybody loves. And not to mention, like you said, it tastes good, man.
Yeah,
we formulated this particular product to not only taste good, but give you just the right amount of boost and not give you a bad aftertaste. It's got a nice, smooth, sweet, tart flavor to it.
Yes.
And like I said, every time that you buy a Tenergy, you're supporting student athletes and teaching them how to grow in business. And you're also giving back to the community, man, because we're back there doing lots of different things. And we plan on doing a lot of different things with inside of the community to just help fuel that energy and that power and give it all right back here to where we live.
And that's what I like. When I talked to Blake Plavis, who's also a partner with you in this situation, his vision, which really, got me wanting to be a part of it, was community.
Community, yeah.
He stressed that during our first two meetings. Community, and how
Shout
much
out to
he's gonna give
Blake,
back.
man.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
man is leading the way, and he's got a heart for the people, and he's a man of the people. So
I think he's always had a heart for the people, man. You know, he runs A&B Distributors, which has been around Knoxville for 53 years.
Come on.
Serving this community.
Come on.
He has taken that over from his father and done very well with it.
Now he's got Tenergy.
And now he's got Tenergy right there in house too. And you know, we want to, like I said, do I want to make this thing hype and show them what Tennessee energy is all about?
Absolutely. 10 times the energy.
10
baby.
times the
Yes,
energy,
sir.
Absolutely. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that, man.
Yeah.
It's we want to show people that the little guys can fight the big dogs too. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
David and Goliath, come on now.
David and Goliath.
Stop
man.
playing. They both live.
Slay him with a slingshot.
Let's go.
You know
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying?
Now, the thing that I want to ask you about is this Tenergy space, this energy drink space, rather.
Mm-hmm.
In the energy drink space, a lot of energy drinks fail.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason. And, you know, Tenergy is coming in with a big splash.
Yeah.
A big splash.
Yeah.
People know the drink.
Yep.
What will make Tenergy succeed where others have failed in this space?
A lot of these energy. Number one, let's be very transparent here. The energy drink market is a tough market.
Oh,
and if we go back to the original vision that I told you about, it's not trying to attack the global market. It's not even trying to attack a nationwide market. Okay. Because Monster, Celsius, Red Bull, these guys are almost they're uncompetable with. You know
Uncompetable with. I like that.
Whatever.
Word,
you know,
with.
I couldn't even think of the word because they're so far. There's such a gap.
It's about the point. Forget the word.
Right.
You
it's about the point, man.
Clearly with your
it's such a gap between where normal people could do something with and where these guys are at.
Right.
Now, did they start way back here? Maybe some of them did. I know Red Bull had to at some point, but this is a local thing that we have taken from concept to within about 60 days from now, once we finalize some applications and some vendor agreements, we are going to be in over 500 locations in Tennessee.
Ooh.
500.
That's a big deal.
And we started this thing the first weekend of football, which was basically the end of August. So September, October, November, December,
24.
January, February, March, man. So we're 7 months in, and by the time we're 9 months old, we will have over 500 locations underneath our belt, man. And that's special to me, dude. That means that we have done some incredible things for being the little guys, man.
And that's something because you find big guys not doing much for communities.
Correct.
You got little guys doing stuff for community, and that makes them bigger.
That's back to the portion of why these other companies may fail. Because they don't have no significant attachment. They don't have nothing of purpose. Everything that I'm doing right now has purpose behind it. And that's why it wins and does not fail.
My man.
You know what I'm saying?
My man. Come on, purpose-driven.
Purpose-driven, baby.
Speaking of purpose-driven, man, you in multiple industries, from beauty to, you got Tenergy, you got other things in your reach, man.
Yeah.
How do you stay focused while, maintaining many industries and your hands in so many different pots and so many, things cooking? Chef Boyardee Ace.
Right. The easy, simple answer to that is God. But honestly, dude, it's what I've been working on for quite some time. Is discipline. Discipline and taking discipline and creating micro wins throughout the day that equal small wins at the end of the day that stack up throughout time to get big victories. So discipline and consistency, and then you add purpose behind that. It's a win-win scenario. It's hard to, like you said, I have supplements, skincare, energy drink. I'm also doing the book and speaking and teaching.
Yes.
You have to really, really carve out a schedule. You have to carve out time, and you have to finish tasks.
Well, I got to ask you this question about finishing tasks.
Yeah.
What if every last one of these irons become nuclear at the same time. How would you facilitate the management of such an event?
At that point, the solopreneur is almost non-existent nowadays. In order to really scale and really build up, you have to also build a team.
Absolutely.
So as I'm slowly putting pieces in place, putting partners in all these ventures that I have going on, when that time comes for them to go nuclear, I'm gonna need a nuclear-sized team.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, brother.
Teamwork makes the dream work, and that's a real. It's a cliche statement, but it is as real and as true as it gets.
It's in your face. It's in mine every day.
Yeah,
Because I know.
You see it.
Hey, come on, man.
and you're also a sports guy too, so you understand. You're a music guy, so you understand. You're not just a DJ, man. You have to have management.
Come
You
on.
have to have stage guys. You have to have. There's so many aspects that involves a team in order to make these things work.
I've always said this whenever I speak, whether it's keynote or motivational.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're making noise with that. You're making impact with that.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody's using the finger, no matter how many times you do it, yeah, you make a little noise.
Yeah.
You want to impact, come together.
Yeah, absolutely. 1000% agree.
Come on. You punch together. Come on, man.
Come
Let's
on.
go. Let's
Come
go.
on, man.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced as an entrepreneur, and how did you push through it?
Biggest challenge. I think that would take me back to just the fact of being the David and having to slay giants.
Come
right?
on, man. Come on.
A lot of these things that I'm doing and that I want to do.
Come on.
In my mind, they're Goliath-sized. But a lot of times being by yourself and not having a super huge team or a super huge budget, you have to learn how to run off of what they call bootstrapping.
Come
right?
on, man. You got to be 10 toes down, baby. You got to be 10 toes down.
You got to be 10 toes down, and you have to utilize every opportunity that comes in front of you.
Yes, sir.
Starting from the small ones and grow on those until they flourish into the big ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I, as an entrepreneur myself,
Sure.
I tell people, you know, everybody says, I want to own my own business. I want to do this, want to do that. Well, just you got to be ready.
Yeah.
Because you're going to
They
find...
think they want to do that.
You're going to find out
Yeah.
how much you want to own your own stuff
Yeah.
when it gets rough, and it's going to happen.
People think that, oh,
gonna happen.
I don't want to work my job no more. When I'm an
You'll find
entrepreneur,
out. Oh,
I get to
man.
make my own hours.
Come
no,
on now.
every hour is your hour. There is no hours.
There is no hours. The problem is not enough hours in a day sometimes.
Correct.
I can speak to that.
Exactly.
You're going to
Exactly.
find out if you want your own stuff
Yeah.
the minute things get rough, because they will.
Ooh, say that again.
You're going to find out if you want your own stuff the minute things get rough,
You right.
because they will.
They will.
Absolutely. But when they get rough,
Yeah.
the tough get going.
That's right.
Don't get me on that, because that's another day.
Yeah.
We got more
Yeah.
days, baby. Before we
Yeah.
go to the next round
You
of
do
questions.
it.
Look at, wait, my man Will Dogg's out here. My man out here. Look at, we got Kyle Leaf. Walk like Leaf. You know Kyle Leaf. Walk like
Yeah.
Leaf. Shout out to my boy Eddie Muniz from Passaic. You see, I got my shirt. Passaic, New Jersey, town I'm from. Very proud to
out.
be a big red machine
There
man.
you go, there you go.
Well, I'm in Dirty Jersey, baby.
Dirty Jersey,
Come on,
man.
stop playing. It's where it all started, man.
Jersey.
Hey, man, it's official. Official.
Jersey's dope. I've been there a few times.
Hey, man.
I didn't grow up there like you did, man.
And,
but,
and
you know,
look,
I've
all
been
I'm
there a
doing
few
is saying I'm
times.
glad you got a chance to see the flavor.
Yeah.
Because the Jersey flavor
It's crazy, bro.
is no place like it.
It's not. It's,
And, I'm
it's unique.
thankful to have some-
It's unique like the South is, I would say.
Yes.
It's its own. It's its own. You know, like hey, you got the South, you got the West Coast, you got Jersey.
And see, Jersey, in my
East Coast
opinion,
type of-
and this is how Jersey's broken down.
Yeah.
You got East Coast, North Jersey. You got, I call Midwest Jersey, Central Jersey, because it's
Okay.
a whole different flavor.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same stuff, but different flavor.
Yep.
And you got the dirty South Jersey, which is
Yeah.
a different flavor.
Whole different
you know,
flavor,
you
man.
got, Jersey between Camden and Trenton, it's a whole nother deal. Passaic, Patterson, North Jersey City. You know, we pretty much feed off New York.
Yeah.
Then you got Cherry Hill in South Jersey and things down there. They feed most off Philly.
Yeah.
But you know, Jersey is broken down in 3 parts where, you know,
it is kind of dope though, because you're right, because it's got like some major things just north of the north part, and some major things just on the south, like Philly, right? It's on the south side.
And on the south side,
New York, NYC's on the top.
Where I'm from, the
and
dirty
then
Jersey.
What would the what's
Central
closer?
Jersey. That's Central Jersey.
What's closest to that though?
Central Jersey and Trent. That's what I always say. They got a bridge with
like a fusion of
Trenton
both?
makes, the world takes on their bridge. So
Okay.
Camden and Trenton, they got there's the whole new world down through there.
their own
brother.
thing.
They do their own thing, and it's
just do
a
their own
thing.
Yeah.
And the thing about New Jersey, you can go to sections of it all there, you know, sectioned off, where you can actually get a Knoxville, Tennessee lifestyle in New Jersey.
Really?
You won't get the weather, but you'll get the type of pace that you might want to have if you were from Knoxville or the South. You can adapt to that in New Jersey. So you know, I love my home state, love my hometown, and can't wait to get back for doing it in the park. That's you know, we got a big block party coming up in July, and
I want to come out there for that.
And you should, man. We took that for granted. Every day people in the park.
When in July?
It's in July. It's going to be July 19th. It's going to be the first time I'm able to go in over 10 years. So I'm definitely going to be there. To my Passaic people, I'll see you in July.
All right.
And, you know, it's block party, music, basketball.
Because if I'm going back out to Jersey, I got to go back out there with Sterl to Pearl, man.
Bro, it won't be a waste of time. Baby.
I know it won't. I already know.
And those are things we took for granted growing up.
Yeah.
The park was packed. People playing basketball every night during the summer. That was just something we took for granted. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we didn't have all these games on our phones and stuff that the kids have now. We just went outside and played ball, and music was in the park, and it was 1,000 people in the park every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
I've watched some of your other go-in spots where some of these stories that you have, bro, is like, and then we've had those same conversations,
man.
You know, in other rooms and stuff, and like just some of these stories you have are just like super dope.
Hey man, you know, I'm thankful, you know, and I'm glad.
You've seen a lot of evolution.
Yeah.
Especially in
That's what happens when you get old, man. When you get old, my mother told me when I was young.
Did I just put a?
Hey man, hey look, it's okay. I'm proud of my living. I'm not, because I'm not old. I'm ancient. That means I'm antiquated. That means I'm gaining appreciation as I get older. I'm an antique. But you know, one thing my mother always told me: youth was wasted on the young.
You're just an appreciating asset.
Hey, that's it. I'm an appreciating asset, I'm thankful to be appreciating.
That's right.
And I'm appreciating you for being here, brother.
Absolutely.
So let's get into this mindset and motivation thing about Ace Bug.
Okay.
Ace Buggy.
Yeah.
You talk a lot about the rhino mindset.
Yeah.
The rhino mindset. Can you break that down for what that means so people watching here on the go in and can understand what that rhino mindset means?
Sure, absolutely. So just to be clear, the rhino mindset is a book that I have coming out next Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this might be shown a few times. So what's the date of the release of the book?
The date. So next Friday is, let me get that official date here.
April 4th?
April 4th. Yes, you're right. April 4th.
April 4th. So the release of the book is April 4th, The Rhino Mindset.
Yep.
Make sure you pick one up.
Look, they just put it up on the screen. I think,
Let's go. Come on, that's love. April 4th.
Yep.
Let's get it. The Rhino Mindset. Tell me about the Ace book. Let's talk about it.
So there's a lot of correlation between, and I found this whole rhino lifestyle nearly 20 years ago. All right. Back when the Gold's Gym was the Rush. Do you remember them?
Now, see, we're talking Knoxville now. We're talking locals. Let's tell our national people that are watching here on the go-in.
So,
the Gold's Gym
here in Tennessee,
came to Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Took over a gym called the Rush,
Correct.
who came through Knoxville and set up 12 gyms in 3 months, and everybody was going to the Rush.
Crazy.
And then 10, 15 years later, Gold's bought them out, and now Gold's Gym is in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Fantastic backstory on that. Fantastic. It came about, I was going, I got hired out there.
Okay.
One of my first jobs, right?
Okay.
And before they hired me, somebody was like, yo, you need to read this. You got to read the first chapter of this book right here. And I was like, what is it? It's called Rhinoceros Success by an author named Scott Alexander. Okay. And it's about the lifestyle is about charging at everything in life. Because rhinos, if you're familiar with that,
yes.
A rhino is a 6,000 pound beast with 2-inch thick skin.
Come on.
And they pick a point and they charge at it until they get to that point. They don't care what scrapes them through the jungle. They don't care if they get knocked down. They continue to push through until they get to that point and crush through it. And so the rhino mindset takes that lifestyle and that aspect, and then I have added another ingredient to that, which is backing it by my wife's favorite word here, neuroscience, that I've been talking about, because neuroscience is something that I didn't realize that I actually did before I knew what the term was. And just to give you a little bit, I'm sure you understand what neuroscience is, just a little bit. It's the ability to be able to reprogram and rewire your brain. It's in its simplest form. It's if you tell your brain enough times something is something,
yeah,
it becomes that. So that's in its simplest form of very similar to how let's take the instance of learning how to drive a vehicle. Okay? When you first set in a vehicle to learn how to drive a car, it's overwhelming. Yeah. You have the steering wheel, you have the gear shifter, you have the gas pedal, the brake pedal. God forbid you have the clutch. Right?
5 speed.
You got the blinkers, you got the reverse light or the rear view mirror, you got the side mirrors. You got to check through there's a lot of things that seem overwhelming, but it's something that you actually do every single day.
Yeah.
And now when you hop in a vehicle, you don't even think about none of that. You start the key and you blast off. It's just natural. It's just something that automatically happens.
Absolutely.
So kind of the rhino mindset and the neuroscience behind that is teaching people discipline and how to build on that discipline to teach consistency, to charge through every aspect and change the way that they think. And if they do that enough, it becomes now automatic to where instead of hesitating when something comes about, they automatically go for it.
So I'm glad you broke it down to the last compound for me right there, because I have a very close friend of mine, because I haven't talked to him, I won't mention his name right now.
Okay.
I've known him for about 10 years, and he was always about this rhino thing, and I'm going to put you two guys together.
Dope. I love other rhinos.
He's an incredible entrepreneur out in Las Vegas. I'm going to put you guys
Love Vegas
together.
too.
He's a big deal out there. A
Okay.
real big deal out there.
Yeah.
But I won't mention his name because I hadn't talked to him, and I don't want to infringe on anything like that. But that's awesome, man. And I can speak for your wife and the neural thing going on, because when she gets focused, I mean, I gotta give the people this example.
Tell him.
Yeah, so my man Ace, I've known his wife, known him for years, and and Ace, this type of guy is not gonna have a wife that don't look a certain kind of way. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. So she's an incredibly attractive young lady, and she goes to the gym, and we at the gym a lot of times together, and she gets so focused she won't even see me. Okay, and she's getting into her workout, and I've got a couple of friends that admire my boy's wife, and I make it clear that's my boy's wife. Okay, that's my boy's wife. And I went into that because you said the neuro and the rhino and the focus on the point and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
That's a focused lady you got right there. And that's why she looks the way she looks, man. She's
focused.
working on her body, and you might applaud if you saw it. And
you know what, man?
Man.
When you got somebody that's beside you that fights the battles with you.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
It's unlike any other experience out there, man.
Come on, man.
For sure.
Awesome.
You got to have that,
And
I pray that anybody that can get that finds it, man, because...
Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Please pray for me.
I'm serious, bro. Like
man.
Again, like I said, when doing it by yourself without a team is nearly impossible to do. But when you have the person, the go-getter beside you that's focused on the same things, that only wants to make sure that they see you win, you have a whole nother set of eyes, that because you can't always be focused on one thing. When you got somebody that's got your back and is sitting there riding with you, it's unlike any other, man.
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. I
a
love
blessing.
watching it, man.
Yeah.
I love watching. I love seeing
Yeah.
you and your wife and the friends I have that are happily married, man. It's a
Yeah.
blessing.
Blessing.
And then, it's amazing when you look at people that are happily married, and this is off the beaten path we're going
Yeah.
down, but you look at them and you see success. It's just success.
Yeah.
Some people have more than others.
Yeah.
But it's success. You
Yeah.
know they're never gonna hit rock bottom as long as they got each other because they want the
There
best
is no
for each
there
other.
is no rock bottom
Yeah,
because you have the other person.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Speak on it, doggone it.
Yeah.
Y'all better share it on your social media. Keep on sharing, share. Hit that share button.
Yeah,
Let them know
man.
what's going on. Sterl the Pearl, Ace
Listen,
Boogie, Chase
I'm
Coleman, Sterling Henton. Serious, we going
right.
in.
We going in.
We going in.
We going in, man.
Well, brother, look here. Let me ask you this other question. I got a lot of questions for you. We
That's cool.
almost halfway there.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, I told you guys.
That's what I'm here for.
Put your seatbelt on. And if you're riding, put it in your car, throw the Bluetooth on. We give you some things today. We going so
Yeah.
far in, we coming out the back door.
We going in.
Oh, come on, baby.
On the go in.
Okay, a lot of people start but never finish. You spoke about that earlier. Mm-hmm. What do you think separate the winners from ever losing?
Because they finished the task.
Okay.
A lot of people, and I've been victim of that myself. I've started a lot, but before I really tapped in to understanding what I'm capable of, I started a lot of things and never actually saw the finish line. Got bored of it. Started, I see a shiny light over here, and I just whoop, turn that way. What I've learned to do is if I start something now, before I tackle another task, I make sure that I see it to the end. And that's why you have the ability to actually compound a lot of these things, because once you start finishing tasks and once you start saying you're going to do something and then completing that and then moving to the next thing and saying you're going to complete that and finishing that, and then once you start to build on that right there, it almost becomes addictive.
And I'm glad you used that word addictive because
Yeah.
the question was what separates winners from ever losing.
Mm-hmm.
And you explained the process, which is simple in words and listening, but we make it complicated to apply.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that happens.
Yep.
And I always told people, there's never been a game of football or basketball, anything, every game I've ever played, there's never been a game I lost.
Wins
Just
or
ran-
lessons.
But I'm not undefeated.
Yeah.
See, because my mindset has always been, in a game of football and basketball, I ran out of time, so I learned.
Yep.
So therefore,
I like that.
I'm
I
not
like that.
I'm not gonna lose much because I don't lose.
I didn't lose. I just ran out of time.
I just ran out of time. I didn't lose. I just ran out of time. Everybody that
that.
knows me and is close to me would tell you, Sterl
Yeah.
ain't never lost nothing. He played. He just ran out of time.
Yep.
But see, with this game of life, and I tell people, it's going to be a journey.
Yeah.
And if you get that losing mindset, when something gets hard, like I said, when the
Mindset's
going-
everything, bro.
Come on now.
It is. And guess what? But becoming addicted to the journey
to the journey and the thought of winning.
and the thought of winning.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah.
And I share this with everybody I know, and that's why I love how athletics show that. Because one thing can nobody take away from you when you're winning championships, when you're winning big games, when you have that moment in time that no one can take away from you.
Yep.
Those that are Knoxville, Tennessee, and Tennessee fans across the world, that Jemiah Mashak moment, can nobody take that from them? Can nobody take that Jawan Jennings, Josh Dobbs pass away from them? Can nobody take that away?
Can't.
And I get excited because that's where the work comes in.
Yep.
That's where the journey happens. Because if it came to you easy, you can't maintain.
Correct.
If you know the journey and
yeah.
feel the journey and you have a better chance of maintaining that level.
And that journey, like I spoke on a little bit earlier, is micro wins to small wins
Come on.
that equal big victories.
Come on,
And
man.
That's the journey, man. That's the journey.
You know, it's funny. I tell people, if you're in a car, we spoke about the car analogy and things that's going on in the car.
Yep.
And you're going somewhere that you're not familiar with.
Shout out to the home team Sleaze.
Young Sleaze.
Young Sleaze in the building.
Gotta
shout my brother out.
I tell cats, you know, when you're in a car and you're going somewhere that's unfamiliar, what is the first thing you do now in present history? Back, you know, when I was growing up in the 1900s, it didn't happen. But when in present history, the first thing you do, what do?
What, punching the GPS?
Punching
the address.
You're punching the GPS.
Yep.
So what's wrong in the journey of life than asking someone that's been where you want to go how to get there?
Yeah.
And people don't do it.
There's been a time frame even in my short life that I had to print out pages from MapQuest to get to places. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to lay out the steps. And that's where that completing the task and becoming addictive to saying, okay, now we're here, make the left here. Now we get to this spot, make the right here. Boom, boom, boom. And before you start to know it, you're at the destination. And it's so enjoyable because you went through the whole process.
And know what's interesting about that? As you complete the process, once you know how to get there,
then you duplicate.
Come on. Let me 10x myself right now. I gotta give me a 10G on that one, baby. Let's sip on that, baby.
Let's sip on that.
I need a 10G drink on that. Ooh, baby. Whoa, baby. That right there. That was a 10X moment.
That's right, that was.
That was a 10X moment right there, brother.
That was.
Okay. If you can go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
I'm not sure I could give myself one piece. Man.
Well, then, the piece of advice can have sub letters and sub chapters in it, so it could be the advice A, B, C. So don't worry about just one.
Man, you know what, dude? I'm on such a journey right now, and clearing my mind of all these different things and really trying to listen to the word of God of where he leads me.
Yes, sir.
I would probably have to go back and say, don't ignore God's voice, because multiple times I've ignored it. I've went off the path and just went way off in the deep end and had to crawl my way back just to get back to the same place. It's like, hey, I've been telling you that. If you would have listened to me, you wouldn't have had to go all the way off track just to get right back to the same spot that you started in. I've done it multiple times. So I would say if I could go back and tell my younger self one thing is don't ignore God's voice when he's speaking to you.
I just hope I can forgive myself for as many times as God's forgiven me.
My God. Man.
If I can do that, I got a shot.
And you know what? And that's the beautiful thing about grace, my brother.
Yeah, man.
You know
it's amazing.
Saying? It's amazing.
It's a song, ain't it?
It's a song, I think, right?
Let's drink to that. That's a 10G moment right there, baby. That's a 10G moment. Woo! Ow!
I'm gonna need another one in a minute.
Man, look, we got two.
We got two. Okay. Let's keep it rolling.
Here's the question.
Yep.
What's your best investment ever? What's the best investment you ever made?
Best investment. Oh man, betting on myself.
Woo! I was hoping you would say that. If it is to be, it's up to me. How can you get somebody else to invest in you if you don't invest in yourself?
If you don't invest in yourself, man, you know what, dude? There's been so many times that, man, I could really go on a major rant. I don't want to take us down that road,
man,
dude.
Look,
but
this the go in, baby. Give us a little slice of that place.
You know,
give us
and
a slice.
This is just me being me in the flesh, right?
Okay.
I enjoy nothing more than proving somebody wrong. And there's so many times where I've bet on myself when I couldn't get nobody to bet on me. And there's no better win than when you the only person that made the bet and you bet on yourself.
Would that be called proving the haters wrong?
That would be called proving the haters wrong. Absolutely.
And I tell people, you know, and this is just cliche-ish again.
Yep.
If you don't have any haters,
You ain't doing
you
nothing.
ain't doing nothing.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing, man.
Tenergy moment, baby.
Another
Woo!
Tenergy moment, baby.
You don't have any haters. Check what you're doing.
Yeah, man. Start doing something different, man. If you ain't got no haters that's saying something about you, that ain't talking about you,
Come
then
on.
what are you doing?
Come on. Because the unfortunate reality is,
I like them talking about me. Good, bad, ugly, pretty, whatever. I like them talking about me.
and what I've always learned to do, thanks to the Lord, I have an incredible mother, Ellen Bernice Hedden. Love you,
Hey,
mommy.
man.
Look here. Come on.
Love my mom, too. Shout out
Come on.
Selena.
I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah, I'm a
the
mama's
world knows
boy.
it. Hey,
Yes.
come on.
Mama's boys in the
Drink to
building,
that.
man.
Come
Yeah,
on, no,
absolutely.
drink to that, baby.
Let's
Mama's
do
boys, baby.
two taps for that.
Come on, let's get two. Come
Two
on,
taps
baby.
for
Let's
that.
go. I'm a mama's boy, but testing my manhood is just not safe.
Right.
You know, but I say that because my mother taught me that you know, you've got to learn to move, and you got to learn to move with some agility.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got to
absolutely.
move with some agility, brother. And you've got to make people want to, you know, follow you.
Mm-hmm.
But when a movement's happening and people are watching a movement, envy happens. And unfortunately, hate is fueled by envy.
Yep.
And when I'm blessed to say that I prayed that thing off me in my younger years, because I'm at a point right now, you know, I'm unimpressible. You can't
Yeah.
impress me because I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Well, if you're making things happen, man, I'm your cheerleader.
Yeah.
So how can you impress me if I'm happy for you? And those that are fueled by envy and hate,
Yeah.
they're circling in a way to where you know, you better get out of that whirlpool.
Yeah.
Because the whirlpool will suck you down, and you get to a
Yeah.
point where you can't come back up.
Because if you actually break that down, it's actually still just a form of, you know, they say what it's just another form of flattery, which if you really break that down, basically what that means is whether you love me or you hate on me, it's still a strong showing of emotion. So why not go to the better
It's
side?
easy to love.
It's easy to love, man.
It's easy to smile and frown. I've
Yeah.
preached this for,
Yep.
you know, I'm not a preacher, but I've said this, you know, a million times in my life.
Yeah.
I love smiling. I love putting smiles on people's face. That's why I
Amen.
do what
Yeah.
I do. I don't
Yeah.
do it for other things that other people do it for, whatever they are. If I could put a smile on your face, I've helped make my day even more than I helped make yours.
I get enjoyment out of trying to make somebody else's day.
Come on.
You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
baby.
Make
Come on.
somebody else smile, make them feel good about themselves.
Yes, sir.
I get enjoyment out. That makes me feel good.
And these haters out here,
Yeah.
and I, you know, unfortunately, I've come across a few in my life.
Couple
You
of
know,
them.
just
There's been a few
you
here
know,
and there.
and you know, and I always try to leave them with a high five.
Yeah. And
'Cause
you know what? There's so much room
Leave 'em
for.
with a high five.
There's so much room for. The world is huge, man.
Yeah, man.
There's so much out there. There's no way you could get it all, anyways. So why
That's it.
do you care?
But see, before we go to the next question, you got to let me run with that.
Run with it.
It's so much out there in the world, you can't get it all. But the reality is, be happy with what you got.
Be happy with what you got, and be happy when you see somebody else getting
Come
something,
on,
man. Because
because if they got the juice,
Yeah.
and they might spread you some juice.
that, or
Come on.
it might just inspire you to go get your own juice
They
too.
might blaze a trail that might make your goal easier to obtain.
They might carve the path for you a little bit easier.
Come on.
Yeah.
Every quarterback in the SEC that looks like me, we all have to pay homage to the great Condredge Holloway.
Okay.
What he went through
Yeah.
to let guys like me play quarterback in the Southeastern Conference as the first one.
Run with it.
He made it easier for me to accomplish a goal that was still hard.
Amen.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, it's not a, if someone looks like me, it's now more the best player plays. We don't care. It's a lot. The game has changed a lot since then. But still, the icon Condredge Holloway, when I came out of high school, it wasn't popular to have someone who looks like me play the position of quarterback.
Right.
And he's 10, 11 years prior to my time playing.
Yeah.
And I say that because you never know what or who will have the juice to help you accomplish your goal. Let that hate go. Let that envy sin go.
Yeah.
Let it go. And if you're not into what people are doing that makes them feel successful, that's okay. You got a choice.
Yeah.
You got a choice.
Let's tie that back into this, how your mind,
Priscilla, what's up, babe?
how your mind works and the Rhino mindset portion, right?
Go.
You've been programmed because you have reacted a certain way, and we're talking maybe not you, but we'll speak on for the people the haters, right?
Okay.
They're so programmed that their reaction has been so many times to just not love and to hate on the next person it's created this highway in their brain. So as soon as somebody says something about success, or as soon as somebody says something that they were able to achieve this, the first place that their brain goes to is that highway. Now, if they start to recognize that and then carve the new road, as they continue to make that decision to keep carving and going to that new route, this other path starts to grow up, and the path over here now can become the highway too. So the haters can actually really reprogram themselves to love too.
Well, you know what? Let's drink to that, because I want some haters to reprogram themselves to love.
Amen.
Because if you get rid of all this hate around here, even if we can just get rid of 25% of it, how much more progress can be made in the world together?
Crazy.
Together.
You're talking 25%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's actually would be monumental as far as like how the world does things.
And when I say, and let me be clear about this, because we are in a competitive lifestyle.
Sure.
I didn't say stop competing.
No,
absolutely
absolutely
never
not.
stop competing.
Absolutely not.
But it's just do not hate or despise someone's success.
Yeah.
When you see someone being successful.
What happens in
or if even they're on their journey, hadn't gotten there yet.
You see these guys in these martial arts competitions, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, they're competitors.
Absolutely.
But what are they doing after the match? Bowing, shaking the other one's hand, showing respect because it's hey, we're competing, but I'm not hating on you. Congratulations, man. Now I got to go back and do a little bit more work. So
come on,
come
and that's once again the analogy we used earlier about sports.
Yeah,
the moment is happening.
Yes,
the game is on. The match is on.
Yep.
But when the match is over,
salute.
only one's gonna come out on top for that match or game, but you should never lose.
We just ran out of time.
Just ran out of time, baby. Just ran out of time,
baby.
Woo! I'm just saying. Let's get about time. Let's get this next question.
Let's get back to it. Yeah.
Have you ever had moments where your faith was tested in business, and how did you overcome them?
Man. Gets tested frequently, right? Because
every day, every moment.
Every day and every moment, because in business, you have to be, it's not like street business. Right?
Hey,
you
look.
feel me?
Hey,
like, here, this is where I have to make that adjustment, is because I come from a place of making street business decisions to now being blessed enough to make it out of that and being able to make legitimate business decisions.
Okay.
So probably the hardest thing in my faith now is wanting to revert back to be like, Did they just say that to me? Like, you know what? I tell people this all the time. I've had more people talk funky to me in legitimate business discussions than I ever have on the opposite side of the street.
Well, it's
crazy.
I've seen a lot of things, but I've never been inside of it.
Yeah.
When it comes to street business, but consequences are different from
Yeah.
from the boardroom to the
Yeah, exactly.
the block. So
the block to the boardroom.
Hey,
Yeah. And so to faith being tested there is me trying to remain humble yet still savage. That's probably the toughest.
break that down.
Because
that's two different sides of the number line right there, savage and humble.
it is. You can still be savage, and what I mean by savage is still make sure that you stand on business, still make sure that you're on point about what you want out of said scenario, but not letting your emotions control you to where it takes you to another place. That's why you remain humble.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I follow you because being humble
Yeah.
is something that is tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, especially given certain situations when your faith is tested.
Yeah.
And but the more blessed you are,
The scenario is picking your battles.
absolutely.
I guess
that's where I was going. You took the words out of my mouth. That's where I was going.
To sum it up, it's picking your battles, and that sometimes throughout life has been a difficult thing to control, because I don't like to. We talk about not losing, just running out of time,
Right.
or I like to say I either win or I learn. No,
That's where I'm at.
I've taken a lot of L's in my life, but none of them have been LOSS.
Come on now.
I've either
on
won or I've taken an L by learning something.
Absolutely.
And to be able to pick your battles nowadays, to know that I want to live to fight another day.
And see, wow, you done touched something else right there, because I tell people,
Yeah.
and I hope, and I'm not a preacher, but I'm passionate about certain things. You want to live to see another day.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna go into as deep as that could probably be.
Yeah.
Most people watching this can probably feel that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, everything you do, just take a game: basketball, football, tennis,
Yeah.
golf.
Okay.
You pick your game, your situation. But everything you do out of bounds doesn't count.
Correct.
I can take a ball during a football game, run from one goal line to the other goal line on the sidelines, and it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I can shoot a ball from the sideline to the goal.
Swish.
All net. It doesn't count.
Correct.
Operating out of bounds is foul. So how can it count if that's what
you got a nerve saying you ain't no preacher, boy. My gosh.
Brother, it's just certain things.
It's natural. Listen, man. Call it what you want to call it, man. I mean, we don't have to be saying that you're preaching. It doesn't mean you stand in the pulpit behind, at church, man. You can preach in multiple different things. Preaching to me just means you are giving someone a word that is intended to be inspiring and empowering.
Well, you gave me the word. All I did was just complete the sentence, brother,
There you go.
because you said it, and I just wanted.
We might need to do a few keynotes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tenergy moment,
Tenergy
baby.
moment, baby.
Tenergy moment, bang! Let's go.
We a deadly combo.
I mean, look here. Yeah, we gonna kill all hate. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we do.
Kill all hate.
Yes, we will.
How do you handle setbacks, brother? Talk to me about setbacks. I know you've had them.
Yeah.
We've all had them.
Yeah.
We're gonna get more. How do you handle them when they show themselves?
Setbacks are part of the game.
Okay.
If everything that I did had no setback, all I did was just win after win after win after win, I would not have the capacity or the ability to understand how to operate when things didn't go right.
Well, and you know, I'm gonna jump on that because that's getting back to that conversation we had a few minutes ago about the journey.
Yeah.
And
Setbacks are a part of the journey, dude.
they're part of it. Now, fill me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your most favorite basketball player?
My favorite basketball player, Penny Hardaway.
Wow. Okay, let's go. I love Penny. I watched him in high school, and when he came up here, I was in college, and we tried to recruit him to UT.
Yep. That would have been dope.
Oh, that would have been awesome. I remember, and I met him quite a few times in Memphis State, and met him in Vegas at the Ghost Bar. We hung out and partied a little bit. Now he's doing incredible things at Memphis, University of Memphis, as the head coach.
Yeah.
Their basketball team. Got him in the dance.
Yep.
You know, that's one I wouldn't think you would have said,
Right.
but still, he's a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner. He has incredible skill that he worked hard to perfect, and he was a winner. He made it to the championship game.
Yep.
He led teams.
Yep.
He had an incredible NBA career.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you that question because we're talking about setbacks. We're talking about the journey.
Yeah.
No matter who our most favorite athlete is, basketball, football,
Yeah.
whatever sport you love,
Yeah.
not one of them are undefeated.
None.
Not one of them
Not one.
are undefeated through their career.
No.
Not one.
Uh-uh.
And we have a propensity to gravitate toward winners. You know, our favorite is most, you know, I'm going 999 times out of 1,000 going to be somebody that's won something or present themselves as a winner in some scenario in that sport.
Yeah, that's why I actually enjoy, you know, this goes back to the enjoying the journey. I enjoy, like when we was talking about earlier, like I said, after this, I want you to tell me about AZ and Alpo, right?
Yeah,
it's because I enjoy the backstory.
Oh man,
I enjoy learning.
Yeah, man.
People have saw the movie Paid in Full.
Yeah,
but did
awesome movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. Awesome
movie. But do they know the Feds magazine interviews? Do they know the Don Divas? Do they know the what's the DVD series that actually did the documentary on the Paid in Full guys? What's it? It's I can't think of what it's called.
Help me out with that. I can't recall it. I know what you're talking about. I can't recall
But they actually have where they interview
Yeah.
like the sister, like Rich Porter's sister, and people from around the area, and like I enjoy. You know, when me and my wife watch we don't watch a whole lot of TV, but when we get onto a cool series, like I enjoy the backstory of the characters.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about them being in the moment right now. I want to know how they got there. I guess that's how my brain operates a little bit.
And I'm following you that because now I'm thinking about all the stuff that 50 Cent is doing right now with the raising of Canaan from the BMF to Power to all that. And these stories are, you know, they're historic folklore in American history.
Yep.
And, you know, and I'm hoping everybody's getting a lesson. See, the story is the story. The action is the action. Mm-hmm. But get the lesson because there are incredible lessons that are being taught by these documentaries that I hope and pray people are paying attention.
Let's give another lesson in that. This will be a Tenergy moment also.
Let's go.
Adaptation. 50 Cent from the person he was to building this mixtape series that led to him getting, you know, shot and dropped from his original label to getting picked up by Dre and Eminem to becoming this mega hip hop star to trying to put his crew on to eventually the music, him realizing and saying, hey, you know what? This music ain't gonna last forever. I need to find other outlets to get into. The pivot, the adaptation of being able to watch and adjust. Agility. Man. We talked about agility earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to have the agility. You got to be able to be it's not reactive, but
Proactive.
Proactive. You have to be able to sense, and if you're in the right state, you can be proactive to make those pivots and make those adjustments before it's too late, and actually tap into some real other things.
I really believe the Ice Cubes, the 50 Cents.
Yeah.
Those guys are American icons from
Absolutely.
a story that, you talk about rags to riches, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
if you really
as
look
deep
back
as
at
the
them-
J. Marriott story, or to me, J.W. Marriott story in Rags to Riches, man. And and
I don't know that story. I would like to hear that story. at some
hey,
point.
look,
I don't
you
know
can
the
Google
JW.
that one.
Yeah,
that Marriott story from the root bed to the Marriott.
Maybe I do. I
hotels.
just can't recall the moment.
Those stories would make America great to me. A lot of people have other opinions what makes America great.
Right.
But those,
Right.
and I don't judge.
Hey.
I'm not here for that. But
Amen to that.
those stories make America great because it shows promise.
Yep.
It shows, as you illustrated earlier, the rhino mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It shows focus.
Yeah.
And it shows not being scared to get scraped on your way to the top
Yeah.
and being compliant while you're doing it.
And just not giving up, man. The
Come
only
on,
the only
man.
people
Push,
that
push.
the only people that really lose are the people that give up.
Amen.
How many
Wow.
how many losers do you know that didn't give up?
I don't know. I don't know.
There aren't any.
I don't know none.
There aren't any.
I don't know
bro.
any. Let me be proper.
don't,
I
yeah.
don't know any. I don't know any because, like you
Ain't-
said, the small
ain't-
win, the minor win, the micro
The
win.
micro wins.
the
I'm going to
small
tell you
wins,
how
they
how
grow.
how crazy I break these little micro wins down. I'll give you a great analogy. For a long time, I would be sitting working on the computer or doing something on my phone or whatever. Wifey says, hey, the trash is full. Will you take the trash out? She'll pull the trash out and set it down, tie it up, and put a new bag in.
Wow,
And-
she did that first? Wifey, my
Listen.
bad, wifey.
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 And then she'd be like, hey, will you take the trash out? And I used to be like, yeah, as soon as I get done with this, I'll do it. Now I'm like, ooh, this is an opportunity for a micro win. I just set my phone down, shut my laptop, walk out, throw it in the trash, come back. 30 seconds. That's
a win.
a micro
Absolutely.
win, man.
Absolutely.
Little things like that. When I have the opportunity to do something, instead of hesitating
Yes.
and saying, I'm gonna do that in just a minute, I just go ahead and knock it out, because it really doesn't take the time if you just go ahead and knock the things out. But if I sit there and I say, I'll do this in a minute, I get distracted, and before you know it, it's the next morning and the bag's still sitting there.
Come on. Hey,
So being able to not that's
procrastination is a terrible situation.
Yes,
Boy,
that's
I
part of
tell
the
you.
rhino mindset.
Yeah.
Is action with no hesitation.
With no hesitation.
With no hesitation. Amen.
Action with no Tenergy moment, baby. You better go to
gotta
the
crack
store
my
and get
other
some of
one
this
open
stuff. No, you gotta get the other one, baby. I got another one there for you.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna speak about a small win for me.
Okay.
I've been blessed to do things that are big for me, and some people look at them as big, but what I consider to be big is still micro. But even with this incredible opportunity to do this podcast, to go in,
Yeah.
I'm not Shay. I'm not uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But but I'm thankful I'm able to do this. I'm not my boy Gilly. I used to manage Gil.
Wow, really?
I was head
Now
of
they
Rough
got
Nation.
$1 million worth of game.
Now
and-
he doing his thing.
Doing his thing.
He was at the group Major Figures. I managed him with Rough Nation Records. I was with Warner
Okay.
Brothers. Shout out my boy Vince Carroll and the whole Rough Nation family from back in the day. Chris Schwartz, Special K, Teddy Ted, awesome too. We had an incredible. I mean,
You know how you never become Shay or $1 million worth of game?
don't try.
You never record a podcast.
Well, and when I'm saying when I brought that up though, Ace, because I'm happy with my minor win, and I'm happy for Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
I remember when we tried to recruit him to come to Tennessee.
Wow.
I remember that, and so I was here
Wow,
already.
okay.
I remember Shannon,
Yeah.
and I remember Shannon, you know, and then like I said, I remember when I was helping promote and I was head of marketing for the Rough Nation label when Major Figures and Gilly was the head of the Major Figures group, and they had this song, "Yeah, That's Us," you know, and so. And I see my guy doing his thing now, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm so I love it, and he's still the same old Gilly.
Still the same Gilly.
From 1999 to 2000 when we got together till he's doing his thing now on a big scale, and his main man Wallow was with him. It's so
dope.
you see things like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm happy for that dude. I'm happy
Absolutely.
like no
Yeah.
other for that dude because I know that dude. I know what he had to go through, what he
Yeah.
went through in the record game,
Yeah.
from leaving Rough Nation to going to Cash Money. I know those stories,
Yeah.
and I know both sides. And that guy has been stick to it that he showed and the toughness he showed and the grit he showed to get where he is right now.
Grit. I love that word.
The gritty brother, look
Grit.
here, man. He's got the entire city of Philadelphia.
If you ain't got grit, you ain't got. Well, hold on.
Oh, but hey, look here. And you know, Gilly, you know, because he doesn't have any filter, which makes him authentic, he would have finished that sentence. And that's why I say these things because, man, I'm so happy for that dude.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
incredibly happy for Uncle Shay. You know, Uncle Shannon and the club Shay.
I'm happy for you, man, because this is dope. Like,
and it's a small win that I'm thankful to have, and I'm thankful to Promotion Studios for letting me use this awesome facility.
shout out to Promotion LLC.
James Gilly and the whole crew, Nate,
Yeah,
John,
man.
Sam, everybody. They've shown so much love.
What a great facility.
Hey, man.
What a great group of guys.
They got me looking better than what I am, so I'm hoping I can get as good as I look. So
come
that's what
on.
I'm working for,
Come on
brother.
now.
That's what I'm working for.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I just wanted to expand on that small win thing because, you know, I tell everybody when it comes to arithmetic, I'm a self-ordained doctor.
There you go.
Nobody adds, subtract, and multiplies and divides better than me.
Okay.
So now I want to multiply these small wins.
Yep.
That's why I'm glad I got a brother like you on here with me,
Hey,
brother.
man. Yeah, man.
Ace Boogie.
Yeah.
We're doing the deal. Next question I got for you, brother. What is your ultimate mission beyond business? What do you want your legacy to be?
That's easy. Impact. Impact. I want to, you know, do I have these ambitions and these great aspirations to be able to build and be able to do things that the average person wouldn't be able to do? Do I want to be able to take care of my family? Do I want to leave a legacy to my family, to my kids, to everybody? Yes, absolutely. And that's part of the hustle, right? Yes, but the biggest thing that I want to leave is the impact.
My man.
I want the impact of saying, man, this guy created other people of impact. And that's what a real...
That's it.
Go ahead.
No,
you can take it.
That's it. That's it right there, brother. Hold on, wait. Let me put that. Before I get into it, let me.
I already know.
You already know, baby.
Yeah, I already know.
When you create impact and you're impacting people for positive and ascension, that is what it has to be about.
Yeah.
You have to want to uplift as you climb.
Yeah.
You have to want to bring people along that are worthy and are about the mission.
Yep.
And you have to leave that example of positivity, positive impact for your legacy.
Yeah.
Because when that's done, because I can't sing it like George Benson or Whitney Houston, but I believe the children are the future. And when they see things like that happening, they absolutely emulate it. They absolutely, try to do it. They absolutely want to be that.
Yeah.
So when you put images of positive impact on the young ones, they duplicate that.
No, I don't care what nobody says. That kind of positivity and love is actually infectious. Man. If you really put yourself aside,
come on,
and really take it for what it is, man, and then be able to create that in others. Yeah, that's so dope, dude.
When you can
duplication,
impactful, positive, upward, emotions, upward thoughts. Love.
Just love in general, man.
Come on, man.
Just love in general.
When you can duplicate that,
When you can duplicate that, bro.
everyone has a chance. I believe everyone has a chance. But you make your chance better. You make that person behind you chance better. You clear a path with less resistance to get to a point of success, a point of comfortability to be successful, to help people that may have more challenge than what you had.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, brother. That's what it's all about for me. I mean, it's funny because we vibing on that, Chase, because and I'm calling you Chase now because that's the Sterling part of me.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It ain't about nothing else, man.
Yeah.
Duplicatable, positive impact. That's what legacy should be.
3 words.
Come on.
Duplicatable, positive impact.
That's a
man.
T-shirt.
That's a T-shirt.
Let's
bro.
drink to that, man.
Let's drink to that.
Let's drink to
Absolutely,
that, bro.
man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Tenergy moment right
Tenergy
there,
moment,
baby. I'm
yeah.
just saying. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
Yeah, man.
I see you, Sam. Hey, Prissy, Priscilla, what's going on? Got Jersey people here. Will Dog. What else we got up in here? Todd T Club. I see you, T.
Shout out to white folks. Travis Cummins been in here the whole time.
What? Trav's my man.
That's my man,
Come
bro.
on, man. That's love right there.
That's my man. You know what? That's a hard-working dude, too, bro.
Hey, why not?
He's a super hustler, man.
But the fact he spent all this time with us right now, says we appreciate him.
Absolutely.
But it takes something to do that right there.
It does, man.
Oh, man. Big Sam, I see you, Big Sam, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you, baby.
Shout out to Big G, Moose Knuckle, baby.
G, Moose
Yeah,
Knuckle.
man.
We see you, baby.
We see you, baby.
I got one more question for you.
Okay.
We done spent some time. We done went in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We ain't going out yet. I got to get this last one.
We got enough stuff to build off of to go in again at another point.
Hey, look, man. I ain't planning on going nowhere. You plan on going somewhere? We can do it again, my friend.
We can.
Come on. Before we go.
Yeah.
And then this show,
Okay.
give me some answer to this flow.
Okay.
What advice would you give someone struggling with their faith while chasing their dreams? Let me say that again. What advice would you give someone struggling their faith while chasing their dreams?
The easiest answer to that is that without that faith, no matter how much you accomplish, how much you chase after that dream, there is going to always be a void, something that is not fulfilled inside of you because you don't have that faith, right? No matter what you chase after, no matter what your dreams do, if you don't back that with a foundation of faith, you're always going to be unfulfilled in some form or fashion. So if you can flip that around to where you establish the foundation in faith first, everything that you do after that will be fulfilling.
Wow. Wow. Now I'm gonna ask you a sub A to that question.
Okay.
If you fall short of what you're reaching for while you're living and leaping in faith, could that still be fulfilling?
If you fall short of chasing the dream,
Of chasing where you want to be, and what you're reaching for, can that still be fulfilling?
yes, because that's what I said. If you flip the scenario around, no matter what you achieve, no matter what you chase after, there's always going to be a hole there that's unfulfilled. Okay. If you flip the scenario around and you have the faith first, that you're already fulfilled.
See, that's what I want you to say, because some people lose faith when they fall short. Falling short.
I see what you mean. I see what you're saying.
Sometimes falling short just means you're closer.
That's right. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with being closer.
Yeah.
Put some more on it. Do
Yeah.
that extra rep in the weight room.
Put the extra rep.
Run that
on.
extra mile.
Yeah.
Read the extra book. Call the extra person. Find out the extra way on the GPS to get to where you want to go. Just because you fall short
Yeah.
don't mean you're not closer to where you want to be.
Yeah, and we've talked about a lot of cliche terms, right? If you shoot for the moon, you're still gonna land in the stars, right?
Come on, man.
Even if you don't hit the moon, you're still gonna be within the stars.
And that's where, our
Still in the
entrepreneurs
atmosphere.
and some of our people that are trying to reach a dream,
Yeah.
they forget because they fell short, they'll lose their faith. But if
Yeah.
they keep their faith,
Yeah.
you realize falling short, all it means is that you're closer. Because you started here.
Yeah.
Now you might want to get here, but you're here.
And you know what? Yeah. And here's
You're still short.
You're still yeah.
Gotta work some more.
Yeah. But the thing about
Gotta
it is
work
too.
some more.
The other portion of that is that if you never even did it in the first place.
Okay.
You know where I'm going, right?
Okay. Don't stop.
If you never even did it in the first place, you'll never know.
Come on, man. And see, and that's what I'm.
If you never even chase after that, if you never even shoot for that moon, and you just say you're gonna look back one day,
chase that dream.
You're gonna look back one day and say, well, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
And see, and that's where that's a. Great,
I don't want to be that.
That's a great way to end this interview.
Yeah.
Because so many people are so scared of failure.
Man.
But you fail 100% of the time if you don't try.
Another moment. One of the last moments of the episode.
Hey! Chase Coleman, Ace Boogie. Once again, tell them where that Enhance website is. Talk about that.
XNHANCE.com. And this weekend, you're actually just going to be able to go to aceboog.com. XACEBOOG.com. I'm going to throw that out there this weekend. We're just doing a few final touches because we got to put the book up.
Yeah.
We got to put a few other things up before we actually launch the personal site.
Well,
on top
what
of
I'm
that,
going to say is, just before we have it, let's just toast a Tenergy moment.
Tenergydrink.com also.
Absolutely.
Right?
And let's we're gonna redo that for our watchers. Redo that because it's not this week. It's gonna be on and on. Mm-hmm. You can go to Ace Boog and get the book. So let's just do a promo right now.
That's right.
Live here on the go, and you see how it goes
Love
now. Ace Boogie, give me a promo about Enhance and your book.
That's right. Listen, I want you to go to aceboog.com. That is XACEBOOG.com.
Yeah,
on that website, you are going to be able to find my book. You're going to be able to find my Future Human Blueprint, which is a 99-day transformation. It's completely free. I'm going to teach you how to do some workouts for 99 days. I'm going to teach you how to eat right for 99 days, and then take the supplements behind it that's going to really transform you over the next 99 days and allow you to really grow in discipline and consistency from there. You're going to be able to check out Tenergy on that website also.
Whoa!
I'm going to have everything locked in on one complete site, aceboog.com, XACEBOOG.com.
My man, Chase
Sterl,
Coleman.
man. Thank you for having me on here, bro. I love you,
Thanks
man.
for your time. Love you more, brother.
love you, bro.
Love you more, brother. It's your boy, DJ Sterl the Pearl. We went in on the go in. You know how I do every time I leave you. My party people, you must live by the 2 DJ Sterl the Pearl axioms. You must party right and don't fight, and please stay alive and don't drink and drive. So till the next time, it's your boy DJ Sterl the Pearl on the Vibe Line. My party people, continue to let that peace sign be your shrine. So to them, my friends, y'all get them up and y'all keep them up. 2 fingers.